It's time for Success in Real Estate with Frankie Griffin, owner and broker in charge of the Palmetto Success Team, certified residential specialist, accredited buyer representative, military relocation professional, real estate appraiser, and author of Success in Real Estate. If you are interested in buying or selling a home, investing in real estate, or having your home appraised, you will enjoy Success in Real Estate. Now, here's Frankie Griffin.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Success in Real Estate Friday morning, and boy, does it feel good outside today. And you know what? I think it's supposed to cool off even more tonight and over the weekend. We finally may have some fall weather, but fall weather or not, it's still Friday, so that's always a good thing around here. And you know what? We finally, we've been talking the last several weeks about a program that might be coming out to help some buyers. And when I say help, if you're sort of on the fence right now, thinking about buying a house, not sure if now's the time or not. Well, if you could get $15,000 to help you with your down payment, would that help you off the fence? I guess is the question we have. Because we have $15,000 potentially to help you get off the fence. And to talk about it, I've got my buddy Claude Spurlock. He's with the South Carolina State Housing Authority, is in studio with me this morning to talk about this program. And actually, he's got two new programs to talk about, and both of them are incredible. If you have any questions, give us a call. The number in studio is 799-8255. Area code 803-799-8255. And again, we got Claude Spurlock. How we doing, Claude?
Doing great. Great to be here today.
You don't know how long we've been waiting to get you in studio to talk about these programs because they're finally now here. Is that right?
Yes, both of them will be available on Monday the 15th.
Wow. That's this coming Monday.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next week.
Yeah.
We got it made if you're wanting to buy a house. But, we want to talk about, how to qualify for it, who qualifies for it, and how it all works. But, before we even get into that, one of the biggest questions I tend to get from people, where does all this money come from, Claude?
Well, most of it comes from what we make as being an estate agency. We get no state funding to run. So we have to make our own money. Mm-hmm. We do that by selling tax-exempt bonds in the open market. Then we lend it out at a higher rate, and we pay all our salaries. Everything that we do is paid through those funds. Now, we do get some government grants for different down payments and things like that we use, but the majority of everything that we do is our own money, and none of it is state funds.
So no taxpayer funded?
No taxpayer funds.
So that's incredible that we've got the money. I mean, what state housing does to raise the money to help people, and there's so many different programs potentially available for those that might be in need. There's no way we'd have time to talk about all of them, I'm sure.
No.
But the big one I think, everybody is kind of buzzing about right now is this $15,000 assistance.
Yep, that is from the hardest hit funds, some of the fundings that we did receive from federal government to help people stay in their homes. We actually, I think the number was over 13,000 families that we helped during that program. Mm. And there's some funds that's been recycled back to us, and we're able to do a $15,000 forgivable down payment assistance.
Forgivable. Now,
forgivable.
What do you mean forgivable?
Forgivable means that there's zero payments, there's zero interest on the funds, and as long as you stay in your house for 10 years, you pay none of it back.
Wow. The entire $15,000?
Yes.
Now, is it, if I sell in 5 years?
You have to pay the whole
amount
$15,000 back if you pay in 5 years.
So it's not prorated?
Nope. I wish it was, but it's not.
Well, hey, still, I'm good with that.
Yep.
$15,000. I mean, that's a lot of down payment.
It is, and there are some restrictions. Of course, it's state housing. We've got restrictions on everything.
I'm sure.
So there is some restrictions, but it's a great program that a lot of people. We should be able to do anywhere from 350 to 550 loans with this program. So depending on the funding that we eventually get.
So it's not unlimited funds.
No, it's going to end one day. We're not sure when. If we get a lot of it, it could be 6 months. It could, whatever. But it is restricted to a dollar amount.
So if you are interested in buying a house and would like this $15,000 system, you need to go ahead and act now.
Yes.
So what does that process entail?
The process is a standard FHA loan. It has to be an existing home. This is actually made to help stabilize neighborhoods and keep foreclosures down. So it has to be an existing home. It can't be new construction. The income limits for this program is really great. It's for Richland. Now, what I need to say up front is that this is only for Richland, Lexington, and Sumter counties.
Okay.
And there's only 24 zip codes in those 3 counties that you can use this program in. So it really gets down to the zip codes that were hardest hit during the Great Recession.
So we're trying to
call it.
revitalize some
Yes.
areas. Is what we're doing.
Exactly.
Well, good.
So the income limits in Richland and Lexington is the total household income, everyone over the age of 18, $69,900 for 1 or 2 persons, and $80,385 for 3 or more in Richland and Lexington. In Sumter County, it's $75,000 for 1 or 2, $87,500 for 3 or more, and a $225 sales price.
That's a lot of money. I mean, you figure if you don't make more than, what'd you say, 85,000?
Well, it's $69,900 for 1 or 2 persons, $80,385 for 3 or more, $225 sales price.
And see, that left Brian out because he makes well over 70 grand.
Yeah, what you gonna do? I mean,
see, sometimes it sucks to get paid too much, Brian. But no, that's incredible. Now, does 100% of the $15,000 have to go toward down payment, or can it be used as closing costs?
Closing costs and prepaid items.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So there's virtually no excuse.
No, there's not.
In buying a house
now.
This
will be an FHA loan only, and the 620 credit score. So it's not a really unattainable credit score.
No.
So a lot of people can qualify for this.
Does MIP, I assume?
Mm-hmm. It's a standard of FHA loan. That's all it is.
Okay, and I know Erica will probably calling in the next segment. Mm-hmm. And Erica she's very knowledgeable about this stuff.
Yeah,
in fact, we've been talking about you for quite a few weeks. I don't know if you know that or not, Claude, but most of it's been pretty nice.
Well, that's good.
But so should they contact, if somebody interested, should they contact you? Should they contact a real estate agent or the lender, or who? Where do we start with this?
Really, you should always start with your lender. Whenever you're going to do a loan, you need to go and see where you are in the process. Mm-hmm. Is your credit score high enough? Your debt to income ratio, is it too high? And the lenders are wonderful that they'll go in and say, this is what you need to do to get an approval. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the nice things about this. Lenders are here to help you. They're not here to tell you no. Well, they want to make a loan.
Well, we got to take a break. We'll be right back with some more good information on success in real estate. All right, good morning again. Welcome back to Success in Real Estate. It is time for our mortgage update with Erica Hill West. How you doing, Miss Erica?
I am wonderful, Frankie. How are you?
Oh, when Claude Spurlock is in the studio, there's good things happening now.
That's right.
And I don't know if were you listening to the first segment?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit. Claude has got a bunch of money to give away. And I know you're familiar with it. $15,000, he said, that we could use towards down payment, closing costs, prepaids, you name it. Yep. And you know how all this works, right?
Yes. But not as well as Claude.
Well, but okay. Well, if I want a loan, if I call you, you can get me in the ballpark here, right?
Absolutely. We can run everything, see if you qualify, see if you meet the parameters for that $15,000 down payment assistance, and rock and roll.
Well, Claude was just showing me all the zip codes. And I don't know how many zip codes you can have in just 3 counties, but it's got to be most of them in Richland, Lexington, and Sumter. Is that right?
Correct. Yes.
And I'm just curious, why is it were those the 3 hardest hit counties?
The 3 hardest hit counties, and those were the hardest hit zip codes for foreclosures, unemployment during the big crash.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't even know that.
Yep.
So now, Erica, you keep pushing the interest rates up.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we're around 5%
I'm
now.
not, but they keep going up.
Yeah, I know. But, 5% is not bad at all. I mean, 5%.
No. I feel like we're having this conversation a lot more often, and I posted something last week to my Facebook page that Freddie Mac had released, and it was kind of a timeline of kind of where rates have been over the last 40 years. And I've said this, and I will continue to say it. We are still at a historical low if you look at the average interest rate over the last 40 years. And I encourage everybody to ask your parents, ask your grandparents, ask your neighbor, what was their first interest rate on the first house that they bought?
Yeah.
And I guarantee you then you can't really be griping about being in the 5s, can you now?
Yeah, mine was in the double digits, in the high double digits, I can tell you.
That's right.
So, yeah, I would be thrilled. I mean, obviously 3.5, 4 is better than 5, but, 5% is still incredibly good interest rate right now. So
that's right.
You got an economy that's really doing well. And you got to expect the interest rates are going to go up. And I think I heard them say like 3 more times next year. They're going to raise them.
Yeah.
But here are the positives. Everybody that comes to me about, interest rates are going up. I ask them, have you looked at your retirement? Have you looked at your 401k?
Yeah.
Have you seen what it has been doing as a result?
Yeah.
There are a lot of positives. And with that, this is it becomes more expensive to borrow money. This is just how it works. And so the good news is that I guarantee you that the people that are going to buy in 4 years are going to wish that they had perhaps a 5 interest rate.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
It's all perspective.
Absolutely. Well, what are we, was it Claude, about to forget who I had here. Claude saying to get to 15,000, credit score only has to be 620.
620.
And it can't be that hard. If you don't have a credit score 620, it can't be that hard to get it to there. Is that very difficult in your opinion?
It depends on what is on your credit profile that's keeping it below 620. It depends. A lot of times it is, if you are in the early 600s, the low 600s, to get to 620, depending, as long as you don't have a lot of new derogatory items, a lot of times it's just as easy as sometimes opening up a revolving account or putting $10 on a credit card that you haven't used in 2 years. It's something very, very minimal to get us to that 620.
Just needs to show some credit being used and paid. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. You said $10.
Yeah.
Is that going to get me up to 620 very quick?
If you have no revolving accounts being used, yes, it could. Absolutely.
Is it better if I go $50? Or I guess I'm not sure if it matters.
Depends on what your limit is.
Okay.
So ideally what we say is you want to keep that reporting balance to 30% or less of your limit. So usually if you're in the 600s, you most of the time don't have a large limit on your credit card. And so if you only have a $300 limit, we don't want a $50 payment. We want a $30 balance or less.
Mm-hmm.
We want 30%. That's what we're looking for. You don't want to max it out at 100. Even if you're making your payments on time, you're not grabbing the maximum potential score that you can get each cycle.
So you don't want to pay it all off, or you do want to pay every month? You want to pay it?
You can, but you have to you have to plan it right.
Got to go buy something else.
Typically, I tell everybody, once you get your statement, then your balance has been reported to the bureaus, and you can go in and pay it off. But for a long time, people were charging, a tank of gas to their credit card, and 2 days later going in and paying it off. That's not doing anything for you because it only reports and takes a snapshot of your account once a month. So we have to give it time to show what the current balance is.
Okay. So we can get it up pretty quick. And, I mean, $620 is just not that much. And, some people question, is that a good thing? Are we loaning money to some that maybe shouldn't have a loan right now?
That is debatable. I mean, that is talked about a lot.
Yeah.
But we just opened up this week 2 programs with USDA and FHA where we have financing options for no or 1 credit score.
Really?
No credit score or 1 credit score. So I do see things opening up to make purchasing available to more people. It depends on, and that doesn't mean that every person that has 0 credit score is going to qualify. And I say that all the time because it's just one factor, right, Claude?
Exactly.
It's just one factor. Everybody that has a 620 isn't going to qualify. That's just one factor for qualification. And so sometimes that is very hard for consumers to understand that there are multiple factors for qualifying for a mortgage. And while credit score is a very important one, it's only one factor. It's only one factor. You still have to have appropriate debt to income, work history, rental history, all of that kind of stuff that also contributes to qualification.
So at the end of the day, now Claude said if you're thinking about buying, we need to contact probably a lender first to get all of these things in order, get the ducks straight. And so how do we get in touch with you to get the ball rolling, Erica?
You can reach me on my cell phone, which is 803-528-5019. You can email me at erica@lendingpathmortgage.com, or you can find me on Facebook. Just search for Erica Hill West Mortgage Group.
And now also, not just any lender can do this, right, Claude?
Yeah, we only have 83 lenders statewide that can offer this all our programs.
And Erica, you are one of those lenders.
I believe so.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So, and I say that for those that might be listening. I know everybody's got their own banks and lenders, things they use, but to be able to qualify or use some of this state housing money here, it has to be an approved lender.
Right.
And Erica obviously is on the very top of the list. So that's why we got to call Erica. That's why we do it. That's why you're the best.
Wonderful.
You're the best. Thank you so much,
We'd
Miss
love
Erica.
to give away some money.
That's right.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, okay?
You too. Enjoy this cool weather.
Oh, it's wonderful. Take care.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
that was
Bye.
Erica West with Lending Path Mortgage. If you could not capture, write down her information. If you can remember, FrankieGriffin.com. Just go to my website, FrankieGriffin.com. You'll see a link there, preferred or real estate partners, rather. Just click on Real Estate Partners, and you'll see Erica with Lending Path Mortgage. All her contact information is right there. We can get this ball rolling, and love to help you with that for sure. Now, so none of this has really started yet, because you're saying Monday's the first day.
For the $15,000, the first day that a lender can actually register a loan will be Monday at 10 o'clock.
So y'all going to be busy Monday morning.
We think we are, yes.
Yes. Now, and this is a little off subject, but, last week you were in North Carolina. Is that right?
I was in Asheville last week.
Asheville.
Yeah, at the Mortgage Bankers Conference.
I mean, they can't use this money, or you were up there for a different reason.
Right.
Okay.
Now, we have a lot of lenders that are in North Carolina and South Carolina, and North Carolina has a lot of the same programs that we do. So our lenders are on both sides of the fence here, and so they use North Carolina housing or they use South Carolina housing.
Well, okay. I got you. I got it now. We're good. But I was wondering, I said, what is he He ain't working in Nashville.
I actually was.
Well, this is just really exciting. So how long a process do you think from start to finish, how long would it take before I could likely
This is
close
a
on
standard
that?
FHA loan. They're going to get a 60-day rate lock.
Okay.
So it should close within 60 days or less. And, we only have a short time period for approval in our office, so it doesn't take long in our office. As soon as the lender gets it to us, we review it and get it back to them as soon as possible. So it should be less than 60 days in probably 98% of the cases.
So now, is there some training or classes the borrower would have to sit through?
If they are a first-time home buyer, they do have to go to a training class. We don't. You can go to like one of the local housing authorities. Fannie Mae's got one online. Normally, the lender will set them up with a training class that's online, and we have a few that are free, so it doesn't cost them anything, but it does take about 2 hours or so, and then a little 20-question little exam at the end. So it's very simple to get your home buyer training.
And do real estate agents have to go through the same type training?
Well, now, the lenders and realtors, we have training classes that they need to go to. And I have those at our office and all over the state. In fact, just finished a round of those the last week. And so we'll have training classes set up on our website. Go to schousing.com, click on business, and you'll see lender training or a realtor training.
Awesome. Well, I know we got to take our bottom of the hour break. But again, if you have any questions for Claude Spurlock, give us a call. The number in studio is 803-799-8255. 799-8255. Be right back with Success in Real Estate. All right, good morning again. Welcome back to Success in Real Estate. I'm Frankie Griffin, real estate broker and appraiser, in studio with my buddy Claude Spurlock with South Carolina State Housing Authority. And, the first half of the show, we've been talking an awful lot about the $15,000 down payment assistance. Again, it can be used, obviously, for your down payment. It can be used as closing cost, but you got $15,000, and that's really incredible to me. But let's shift gears a little. You've got another program that is awfully intriguing to me, and so tell us about this one.
Not only we have our standard bond program with $6,000 in down payment assistance, we have all the time. Never run out of funding for that program. We have another new program. Last new program we had was Palmetto Heroes that came out probably 12 years ago. And now we have the new 15,000 DPA and the Palmetto Home Advantage mortgage program. And this is a first time for us to have a non-first-time home buyer. So first-time home buyers, move-up borrowers, repeat borrowers can all access this program, which is incredible for us because it's something we've never done before. It has been out in pilot for about 60 days for 10 lenders. It'll be out to all 83 lenders starting Monday this week, too. So not only the 15,000 starts Monday, this starts Monday for everyone. Great thing about this, it's the income limit for this is $87,500.
Wow.
And this is just your qualifying income for this program. So if they have overtime, they have bonuses that they don't use to qualify, we don't count it. So if the wife's not on the loan, husband's not on the loan, we don't count the income. So this is just your qualifying income that we use for this. The debt to income is 45%, which is standard on all our programs. It's a 97% conventional loan. Conventional. It also carries 3% forgivable down payment assistance after 10 years. Now, that down payment is based on the loan amount. So it's 3% of the loan amount. And we also have another option, two other options with zero down payment. And we then have another one with a 5% down payment that's forgivable.
Good grief.
And the biggest option for this program, which is really exciting, is that everybody knows on a standard conventional loan, it's normally like 35% coverage. This one carries an 18% coverage on a 97% loan, 16 on a 95, 12 on a 90, and 6% on an 85% loan.
So the mortgage insurance would be really cheap.
About half of what it'd be on a standard loan.
That's insane. That's incredible. And this is for almost anybody.
Just about. Yeah, anybody that's out there that you can actually have like one other property. This isn't for investors. Don't get it. Think that you can have 10 properties. I'm gonna get another property and get down payment for investment. It has to be your legal residence. You can have like one other property that so you can't sell your current house. We're seeing in other states have this program already, and like they're having somebody moving in from the north to like to North Carolina. They can't sell their house. They're renting that house, but they can get this program. Same with us. So if they're coming from another state, they can't sell their house that they're in because of the market. They can keep that house and rent it and get our property through us, and you can use it as your primary residence only.
So you don't have to, if I'm hearing right, I don't have to sell my current house.
Right.
I could use this money to buy a second house as long as I move into the second house.
It's got to be your primary residence.
So I could keep the one I've got now and maybe rent it out or whatnot.
Or sell it in 6 months, or something like that, whatever you want to do with it. Mm-hmm.
See, that's just and that's a conventional loan.
Yes.
And now once I get my 20% equity, I can still get rid of all the mortgage insurance.
Yeah, exactly right.
But up until then, it's a very cheap mortgage insurance.
Right.
That's incredible. And the income you said was 87?
87.5 is the maximum income, and there's no house price limit.
There's no house. That's not a household income.
Yeah, no, that is just your income for whoever's on the loan.
Whoever's applying.
And
Right.
just the income that's used. And there's no house price limit either on this because your 45 debt-to-income ratio will dictate what your house price can be. So here again, you got to go talk to your lender first and find out all those numbers so you can see exactly what you can qualify for.
Wow. So that's two big programs you got going on right now. You're going to have to hire some more people, I think.
I hope we're going to have to. I really do. We've been pushing for this for a long time. This is a multi-year project just to get this one program up and running, and we're really excited about being able to offer this program.
And my guess is you're working on future programs probably as we speak.
Oh, we're always looking at something. Now, here again, we're state house. Our sure going to work before we can roll something out. So this is a proven product. At least 20 housing authorities already use this product already, and it's working well for them. So we think this is going to be really good for South Carolina.
Well, now there's a lot of other programs right now. I assume.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. We've got our bond program with the $6,000 in down payment assistance that we have all the time. We've got our MCC, Mortgage Credit Certificate program that you can do. And actually, you can't use the MCC with our bond program, but with the PAMET Advantage, you can get the MCC, which is the federal tax credit of up to $2,000 a year for the life of the loan, or 50% of your interest. With this PAMET Advantage programs, you can get two programs from us on this and get a tax credit and the better DPA that you can get.
For a while, it was a program, and this may not be directly with what you've been working with, and I'm not even sure if it's still available now, but, there's a program where if someone lost their job or couldn't make their house payment.
That was SC Help.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we had to close that down due to funding in December of last year. But that's the one we actually helped 13,000 families plus.
I knew it was a lot.
Keep their homes. I mean, it was a very successful program. A lot of energy that we had to put into getting that program up and running and keeping that doing for so long. But it did run out of money, and so we did close it down.
Well, and I bring that up just because there's always things going on around state housing or SC Help. And now, how do y'all work together? Are y'all affiliate SC Help, you said, in state housing?
Yeah, that was all within state housing, which now we call everything is SC Housing is our new marketing name. So everything is under that umbrella.
It's just different
divisions or different departments that have different programs. Now we've got a housing trust fund there that we have that a lot of that's used for emergency repairs and all that we do. Have a department do that. We have a lot of different things that the housing do that people don't understand or know about, I should say.
Yeah, that's why I just give them your number.
Yeah.
No Claude.
No problem at all. That's what I'm there for, is to talk to people. That's what I do best.
Yeah, and then you say, I should have never given my number out to Frankie. Because now the whole world's got it. But It is very interesting that all this can be done, and it's little, if any, taxpayer-funded programs.
Correct.
That's what's just amazing to me. I still don't understand exactly how these bonds and stuff work. So is that something you can explain? Is that easy to?
Well, it's basically the state gets so much in tax-exempt bonds that they can use, and this for all different things, housing and all that. So we just get so much in the housing authority. We sell that in the open market. It's a certain rate, and then we lend it out at a higher rate to make the money that we do to do a lot of our programs.
And those that are buying, I assume, make money on it too.
Yeah, right. We pay a decent interest rate on those bonds.
So everybody's
happy there.
Yeah, sounds like it. Well, we've probably got about 30 seconds left in this segment, I think, based on the fingers that Brian was giving me. But
Okay.
Again, if you have any questions about any of these programs or anything that state housing might be able to do, or SC housing, I think.
Right,
now.
SC housing.
Give us a call. The number in studio is 803-799-8255. Again, 799-8255. And in the last segment, one of the things we're going to talk about a little bit is going to be of great interest, I think, to real estate agents. So make sure you're listening in the next segment for sure. Real estate agents are going to have a lot of fun with this. So give us a call, 799-8255. Be right back with more Success in Real Estate. All right, good morning again. Welcome back to Success in Real Estate. I'm Frankie Griffin, real estate broker and appraiser, in studio with Claude Spurlock with SC Housing. And, we've been talking about a lot of, or at least two, pretty significant programs that SC Housing has available right now.
And Frank, one more thing on the Palmetto Home Advantage
Sure.
before we go further on this. On this program, there's going to be three options. You're going to have a no down payment assistance option and a 3% and a 5%. So it'll be three different rates. But the big thing on this, we're seeing a lot of people looking at it for no down payment. They got their own down payment, but we have that 18% MI coverage. So that is huge. That's going to, on a couple $100,000 loan, you're talking about saving maybe $100 a month in your MI. Or either someone has their own down payment already, they're using our down payment assistance to prepay the MI, and they'll have no MI on the loan.
Wow.
So that's another option that we have with this Palmetto Home Advantage program. That's the 97% conventional.
Just keeps getting better.
It does.
It just keeps right on getting better.
Yeah.
Well, real estate agents really would do well to be knowledgeable about these programs because a lot of people, not only would they qualify, but need them. So agents sort of need to be trained up and kind of understand what programs are out there, how they work, and kind of it would help knowing this in order to kind of guide our clients in the right direction.
Correct.
And you do a lot of training.
A lot of training, yes.
And in fact, we're gonna put a date and time together where you can actually come maybe to the Real Estate School for Success. We'll have agents come in that are interested in knowing about this stuff. But if what am I going to get out as a real estate agent? What exactly am I going to get out of this class?
Well, the main thing that we look at when we're putting this trainings together is that most realtors know houses, they know listings, they know that.
Yep.
But when it gets to the loan part, they know some of the information, but they start talking to some of their clients, and they're going, I want to buy a house. I don't have quite enough money to buy it right now. I'm saving up. What do I need? And things like that. Well, we have all that, and the realtors don't know. I've been doing this now for 16 years, and I think I've talked to every realtor in the state at least once, and it's amazing to find out that I'll have a class. We'll have 20, 30 people in there. 5 of them know our products. The rest of them are completely clueless.
Yeah.
And we have so many great products that we have. If you come to one of the classes, you'll find out about all the products, all the down payment assistance. We talk about all the forms that are required. We get a lot of grief on SC housing. Oh my God, it takes so much to do a state housing loan. We really try to make it as simple as possible. We've cut the forms in the last few years the best we can, and people still. Well, their daddy was a realtor. Oh, state housing. Oh, well, you don't want to do that because it takes way too long and all.
And you hear that a lot.
And
too.
you do. You still hear it today. And now we have automated underwriting. We have everything is downloaded to us now. Electronic signatures. The process time is probably cut in a third of what it was 5 years ago. So it's really a fast and efficient system that we've got. You learn about all that in these classes. Here again, all the down payment programs that we offer. The tax credit program, I bet maybe 5% of the realtors actually know about the tax credit program. Mm-hmm. Well, you can use that to help them qualify for a mortgage. People don't know about that. You get the credit they're going to get and add that as additional income to their loan. Yeah. And if somebody's on the fence with their ratios, boom. They qualify now.
Yeah.
And you learn about all that type of stuff in our programs. And if you go to one of my classes, the best thing is that you get on our website for 2 years. You fill out a form when you go to a class, an in-person class that I teach, and you fill that out, and we'll put you in 3 counties you do most of your business in on our website. If you go right now to schousing.com, you click on home buyers, you'll see find a realtor. Find the lending partner. Mm-hmm. And everyone that goes to classes can be on there for 2 years. So every 2 years you have to come back to a class and to stay on that list. I get so many realtors and lenders both call me and say, Claude, I got 5 loans from your website this month that people called me from there. And none of them were yours, but I got 5 loans. Well, that's fine. We're here to put people in houses. So if, we like to use our products, but if not, it's a great thing. But it is a great resource. Sure. One more place to have your name out in the market. And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And the more, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you say a class, you're only talking about an hour, 2 hours?
Normally hour and a half. Sometimes we can, depending on how big the class is and how many questions we have, run about 2 hours. So it's really a great way to spend 2 hours because, like I said, you can help so many more people that you didn't know you could help by just using our products.
Well, we're going to be offering, having you come in and provide this training. And not only are you getting information that is extremely valuable, not only for the real estate agent, but obviously for their clients, but get 2 hours of continuing education credit. We're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it happen.
Frankie's going to make that happen. I don't have a 2-hour class. We do have a 4-hour class that we can teach, but we're trying to work with him to get a 2-hour class possibly.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's going to happen, and it's going to happen this year. I'm committed to it. Now it's on. We've let the whole world know. Okay. We got to do it now, Claude.
That's right, because the whole world's listening right now.
That's right. Everywhere. This is just always so interesting, and every time you come in to talk and provide this information, it's always very exciting because there's always stuff going on. And again, and a lot of people, I'm not sure a lot of people are really getting some of this, but the $15,000 down payment assistance is forgivable.
Yes.
Meaning I don't have to pay that.
You don't pay a payment. There's no interest on it. It just stays there. You have to stay in the house for 10 years. That's the only thing for it to be forgivable. That's the only thing. It just stays there. You have to stay in the house for 10 years. That's the only thing for it to be forgivable. That's the only thing.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Because you're going to like your house. You got to like it.
Right.
I couldn't imagine, I bought my house probably 25 years ago. I couldn't imagine moving. And I certainly wouldn't want to move within 10 years. Exactly. If you've ever moved before, because you get really surprised at all the stuff you tend to accumulate. And in fact, if we pulled everything out of my house right now, I don't know that we could get everything back in it again.
You stick everything everywhere. Believe me, I bought a house a few years ago and was in the house for 40 years.
Oh my gosh!
I could not believe that we had everything thing the kid ever made in school. I mean, the whole, and I'm going, we still have all this stuff. I mean, it was amazing what you accumulate and all. And,
you would need 2 or 3 dumpsters to be parked out.
Exactly.
Along with your U-Haul truck. But it is amazing. So I couldn't imagine moving certainly within 10 years. And so it's like getting a check for $15,000 that I do not have to pay back. I might buy me another house now.
Okay, well, you can't own the house the last 3 years in Richland, Lexington County, just to let you know. Unless you go to our Palmetto Advantage, and that one you don't, it's fine.
Well, let me ask you this. What if, say you're a married couple, and only one of the spouses is on the note, on the deed?
On our the 15,000 DPA and the bond program is total household income. No matter whoever's living in the house 18 years or older, we have to count the income. Palmetto Home Advantage, just what's on the 1003 application. So if the husband or wife are not on the loan, that's the only income we count is who's on the loan.
But in terms of first-time home buyer, and if I'm not on the loan or I'm not on
anyone
the
in the
deed,
household for our bond or the 15,000 can own the house. Now, Sumter County, we waive that rule in Sumter County. Richland and Lex County can own a house the last 3 years. In Sumter County, we waive it for our bonds and everything. If you use Palmetto Home Advantage, it doesn't matter because it's not a first-time home buyer rule in that program.
And we've probably got about 2 minutes or so left. But you mentioned you had several zip codes.
Yes.
How is that something you can mention?
Yeah, I can.
Who
the zip
applies?
codes for the 3 counties in Lexington County is 29206, 29033, 29053, 29063, 29070, 29073, 29210, 29123, 29160, 29170, and 29172.
That's got to be all of them.
It's close.
Good grief.
In Richland, it's 2916, 29052, 29061, 29063, 29203, 29204, 29209, 29210, and 29044. Excuse me. Now, Sumter County is 29040, 29104, 29128, 29150, 29153, and 29154. And that are all the counties. Now, I will say if one of these counties run over to another county, it has to be in Sumter, Richland, and Lexington.
Okay.
It's just not by the zip code only. It have to be in those counties. These are all listed on our website at schousing.com under homebuyer section. And all the lenders, of course, have all this information also in their offices.
Well, Claude, we're out of time, and I can't thank you enough for coming in. I know how busy you are, and just thank you so much.
And
for coming
anytime you need me, just call.
And we'll have you coming home for years to come.
There you go.
Look, hey, if you missed anything, you can always go to my website. Give me a call. I'd love to help you any way we can. Just go to frankiegriffin.com. You've been listening to Success in Real Estate. I hope you have a great weekend.